Well, we're talking about percent, and percent means per 100. In other words, if you have a ratio, 100 will be in the denominator. Now, let's apply percents to going out to eat. So, what if we have order a meal, and so I'll let C equal the cost as listed in the menu of the meal, and P will be the percent of the tip. And so we want to find the overall amount of money we're going to spend. So, as you well know, you're going to pay the cost, plus when you figure out the tip, you multiply P times C, the percent times that, and that gives you the total amount that you're going to have to pay. Well, now we can factor a C out of both those terms, and we get C times 1 is C plus, and factoring a C out of this term, we just have P, and that equals A, the amount. Now, let's make up an example. What if the cost equals $50 and the percent tip is going to be 15%, or 0.15. So we're going to have $50 times 1 plus 0.15. And here's what I want to make clear. We can add these up, and what we get is $50 times 1.15, and that equals, when we multiply that out, $57.50. And there's our amount. Now, what if we didn't know what the percent was? What if we just have a meal and the cost is $50? And plus, and there's the percent, and we just leave $9 on the table for a tip, so we've got an amount of $59. And we've got to find the percent of this tip. Well, let's distribute that 50, and we get 50P equals 59. Now we'll subtract this 50 from both sides. So we still have a remaining here 50P, and 50 from here is 0. 50 from 59 is just going to leave us $9, isn't it? Now we still have to isolate P, so we'll divide both sides by 50. And 50, and so P equals 9 over 50, which turns out to be 0.18. Now let me take an aside here for a moment. 9 over 50, if we multiply by 2 over 2, in other words, we multiply by 1 in the form of our choice, 2 times 50 is 100, and 2 times 9 is 18, and so that's where that 0.18 came from. If we carry out the division, we're going to get 0.18, which equals 18%. So the amount of the tip, or the percentage of percent that we applied for the tip, was 18%. And we're done. Now we're going to do example 3. So we've got a stock, and the value of that stock is $100. And it drops the value drops by 60%. There's a drop of 60%. That means that it's worth 40% of what it was. So the value of the stock now will be 0.4 times 100, which equals $40. So now the stock is worth $40. And the next day or sometime after that, the stock has an increase in price or increase in value of 75%. Of 75%. So that means as we multiplied this 100 times 1 minus 0.6, which gave us 0.4, we're going to multiply the $40 times 1 plus 0.75% or 0.75 because it's an increase, and times 40. And what we get out of that is 1 times 40 is 40 plus, and 3/4 of 40 is 30. So we get, and these should be dollars, dollars and dollars. So what we get is $70. Then the next question is, well, did we have a net loss or a net gain? And we still have a net loss of $30. In other words, $100 is what the value was when we started, minus the new value of $70 is $30. So we've got a $30 loss. And we're done with that. But I want to point something else out. There's several examples. I hope you'll go through these problems. Do every example, but I'll forewarn you of examples that we're not going to do. So please do not do examples 8, 9, try it now, 3, and 11. Please don't do those. And we're done.